We are tier listing all of AC Milan's kits from the 90s up until the modern day. That's what we do here on Fullest Piece. We figure out which ones are trash, which ones are class. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm gonna go ahead and throw it over to Pete, who's gonna give a little bit of a breakdown on AC Milan's history.
Well, in today's episode of Fullest Piece, we are still part of our Italian getaway. We are moving to the neighbors of Inter Milan from our last episode to their arch rivals, arch enemies, arch neighbors, whatever you want to call them.
Roommates.
Yeah, roommates too. But we're talking about AC Milan, founded in 1899, actually as a football and cricket club by two expatriate Englishmen. So that's why you'll see like the St. George cross in the crest, but it's also part of like the city's emblem or crest itself. So that's why it's also involved. They're 19-time Scudetto winners, 7-time Champions League winners. So they're the second most Champions League winners behind Real Madrid, 5-time Italian Cup winner and 7-time Italian Super Cup winner. Their nicknames are just one, really. The Rossoneri, which is the black and red stripes, or black and reds. Uniform wise, kit wise, always the iconic black and red stripes, typically with white or black shorts. Manole, you are the AC Milan guy here.
As of recently, I feel like I've always wanted to try to dip my toes into Serie A a little more. Without realizing it, along my jersey collecting spree, I've come to own now 4 AC Milan kits. Technically 4.5. You've held on to one of mine from an old birthday gift that didn't fit me because these Chinese knockoffs run tight.
Yeah,
got a large that's fitting closer to a medium small.
It's more of a medium, but got that Pirlo on there. This is actually a nice one. I like this kit.
I'm gonna have to get the gut down so that maybe I can fit in due time. I'm actually rocking today this year's birthday gift from you. The current 24-25, I forgot what year it was, 24-25.
You're a professional,
Milan
get it right.
home kit. I know. Honestly, I love this kit, personally. I think this is one of their better home kits in a long time, but we'll be getting to that shortly.
Yeah, it's very clean this year, and we saw it in person. We saw it live when we went to Yankee Stadium when they played Man City. It was a fun game, actually. Back and forth game. Let's just get started here. We're starting out in 98 and 99. So this one here, I'm going to put it in a beauty because they did win a Scudetto this year. So if you win a title or you win something significant, it typically puts you up in the higher ranks. Collar is very nice, a nice chunky collar there, but the colors and the stripes are all nice and symmetrical. And also, I think Opel is one of the kind of like sneaky good sponsorships that worked.
What exactly is Opel?
A European car manufacturer.
I don't think I can name a single Opel car. I might get thrashed for saying that, but
yeah, my Papo and Yaya had one in Greece. We had an old school like manual Opel. It was like a little sedan.
Honestly, I almost wanted to start the same way as Inter and just throw it immediately in class.
You're not going to get any disagreements from me if we're looking to bump up a already amazing kit. So
their away kit, I mean, it's super clean, and I think we're gonna see a pattern here with a lot of their away kits in like this. It is plain. I think it's an easy wear it out though.
Yeah, easy wear it out.
Love the Opel in black where they do the Adidas and the and all the details in the red. They have like a nice little black trim around the collar. This is clean. And a lot of vintage kits, the long sleeve works better than the short sleeve.
The long sleeves are so much better, especially when like the Adidas stripes doesn't get like disconnected from like the league sponsorships or the other kind of sponsorships that they have on their sleeves. So I'm putting
it out.
I'm putting in rubbish, actually. I don't like I don't like the 3 stripe bars going across the middle there. I don't know why. It feels out of place.
Brother, I don't know how to tell you this. If this is anything less than decent, you're going to prison. This is decent at the bare minimum. That's rubbish is crazy.
All right, I was coming out firing.
Rubbish is outrageous. Decent, I'm not happy with it because I still think this is in the wear it out. This is decent though. Bare minimum. Say which because I don't even think these stripes are that bad. I think it works here. I actually don't mind it at all. I kind of like it.
Fine, decent it is.
You guys wanted to start this episode with a little controversy, huh?
So moving on to 99-2000 here. So this is commemorating 100 years. It's a centenary kit for Milan here. I think this is a beauty. I love it when you have a team that their look is the stripes. I love having a lot of stripes as possible. I think those always tend to like stand out the most to me. This is also, like when I mentioned in the history part, the St. George crest, like the flag. So that's what is kind of why it's the cross.
Yeah, no, I'm no disagreements here. It's not quite pinstripe, but this very thin stripe pattern I really like. I think they do the St. George's cross crest once or twice more after this. I think this looks classic. It's a very classy touch. We have a new third kit here. This 100 years Milan badge kind of just looks like a World Cup trophy to me from up close. This looks kind of cheap.
When I was getting these ready for the show, I was like, why do they have a World Cup on their crest?
Okay,
and then I saw it said 100, and then I'm like, I don't know if I really like this. I know you love the whole like, hey, if there's like a centennial or like anniversary, this is where it does not work.
This is one of the only times I've ever seen it not work. I've never seen this before. This is my first time like laying my eyes on this. We could put this in rubbish, and I'm happy to. I'm
okay with putting it in rubbish just because I don't like that badge.
I mean, going to the fourth kit, it's even worse for me. I know it's a fourth, which feels kind of crazy. Like a fourth in the 90s is almost unheard of. I don't love these colors. It doesn't feel very Milan to me. I feel like we see some yellow maybe in the future, but like
they've dabbled in a little bit of gold.
I think the problem is it's not using their main crest, and that's why it makes this look off.
Yeah.
So I think double rubbish for these.
Yeah. So moving on to 2001 here, I am going to put this in Wear It Out. Also the keynote here, some key players come into play this season. Andrei Shevchenko comes and joins, the Ukrainian striker, iconic striker of this era from the late 90s to like early 2000s. Gennaro Gattuso joins, also vital part in like those like early to like mid 2000 like AC Milan and Italian teams, and then also Brazilian goalkeeper Dida. So I like this a lot. I think this is really nice too, with the whole more of a black outline around the collar and shoulders, but they kind of make a more rounded box with the stripes, but it works here.
Honestly, like I'm kind of like low wear out, high decent for me for this. I don't love the box out personally. It doesn't do as much for me. I think a lot of AC Milan's older home kits are just so classic that it's hard to put them anything less than that.
Yeah.
So I'm willing to keep it there. This away kit, I was gonna say throw it out, wear it out as well. It's clean. I like the red going down the sides like that. It's just a clean design. They do a little bit of a. It's not quite a shield, but they do a bit of a border with the AC Milan here.
Yeah, it's like a
thicker trim.
Yeah, thicker border around the badge there, but yeah, I was teetering between decent and maybe wear it out. I don't know. The side panels aren't bad, but I feel like it's a little dated. I think it's not as iconic.
I'm down for either or wherever we're gonna put this. Honestly, I'm not terribly passionate about it. I would put it where it out, but
I think there's better white ones, so I would say just
put it in decent. Third kit, this is honestly like lower decent for me. It's just kind of whatever.
Same decent.
It's not awful. It's just meh. I don't know. I don't love the all black.
It's the thick shoulder piping for me that kind of kills it. It's stuck in that was like a bad trend.
And they kind of moved these. I feel like if they went with this pattern, I actually would have liked it more. But you're right. It kind of just it almost just kind of like tucks under the armpit a little weird.
Yeah.
So 0102, they just have a new third kit. Kind of rubbish. I feel like the red with the black, it almost feels like hard on the eyes.
I don't know if it's hard on the eyes, but it is a definitely more saturated or more darker red. I also don't think the black bordering helps here as well. I think if they either put like a white piping either around that where the black bars come down from the collar, or the sponsorship switches to a white, then maybe it helps it, but I'm not mad about putting this in rubbish.
So even though this third kit's kind of whatever, they had the same home and away kits, obviously, but they have three, what I would consider very iconic signings come in this year. Mr. Inzaghi, one of my favorite strikers. We have Mr. Rui Costa, another club legend, and I think one of the most iconic legends for AC Milan and a top 5 midfielder for me easy, Mr. Andrea Pirlo. Just an incredible trio of players to come in.
Yeah, and definitely for sure. I always remember Sir Alex Ferguson always talked about Inzaghi, saying like he always played like as a compliment. I forget the quote, but it was always something that like he was always offside but still was onside at the same time. Like it was like one of those, like he was always so good at making the runs that it always felt like, how the hell did he do that? Yeah, no, I mean, you could not ask for like 3 better players to come and join in a summer transfer window. And AC Milan did it in the early 2000s. So moving on to 02, 03, I will say I don't like this home kit as much as maybe some of the previous seasons that we've done so far. I am not taking this lower than a beauty because they did win the Champions League final in this kit. And
God,
they did it. It's funny enough, I think they played Juventus at Old Trafford, and they won on penalties.
It's hard to argue with that. I was going to go decent. I mean, if you give them the Champions League, it's fair. It gets the bump up. I get it. This isn't a bad kit by any means also. No, I'll never knock someone for wearing this. It is the most unshocking thing ever, because between last season, bringing in the likes of Costa, Inzaghi, and Pirlo, they made another very iconic triple signing this year for Mr. Clarence Seedorf, Alessandro Nesta, and Cafu to come in.
Yes.
So just 6 powerhouse signings in probably a year's time is crazy. So to tell me that they went on to win the Champions League, not a shocking thing at all to me.
Not shocking at all.
This away kit, I'm going to be a little less kind to. I'm saying decent. I think it's
decent.
We give it to the better kit. We'll give the bump to the better kit.
Yeah, the home kit is always good. The one that gets the bump. What I like about this though is I do like the interchanging Adidas stripes there at the top. I think those are really nice. I love it when teams do that where they interchange the team colors. I just hate the side paneling. This is again like victim of bad 2000 trends when it came to kits.
The dots just don't do anything for me. I'm kind of just whatever on this. I think it's just decent. Oddly, it works better here, but it's still decent.
Yeah, I think it does. Yeah, exactly. That's the same way I thought. Works better.
I think it just being on the black just makes it a little less kind of like eyesore-y. It definitely plays better here. Also, them going with the white just makes it a little like how the one went with like the red. Them going with the white just makes it easier. 0304, we have a new home, away, and third kit. Mariva. This is a name change from Opal.
I don't think it's a name change from Opal. I think this is just maybe like how we saw with some of the other sponsors. They were just promoting like a product of theirs. If it's just maybe like a new car that they came out with.
It's exactly what it is.
Exactly. I was taking a guess. I didn't know, but
it's a model car that they released. It's an SUV. It looks like.
Okay, all right. Which is uncanny for Europe. They're not big SUV people over there. I like how there's no more of like that boxiness from the last home or like the rounding from where the sleeves are. At least like the red stripes start to get up there. I put this at wear it out.
I'd say like high, decent, lower. My problem with this kit is I think everything else is there. It feels like they forgot to do something with the collar. And I think that's the only reason I'm kind of meh on it. It feels bare at the collar. Like a white trim, this would have been massive.
I think low wear it out's fine. I think that's where it is. I also say low wear it out because I like the collar. I like the interchanging Adidas stripes, and nothing on the side paneling for the first time in like 2 years. So great.
I agree. Wholeheartedly agree.
Yeah, rubbish.
I was gonna say high decent. I actually like the gray. I like the dark gray.
I don't like the gray. I don't like the gray. I don't think gray is like an AC Milan color. It feels weirdly out of place. I don't like it. So we're gonna put it in rubbish. Unless you want to spin for it. I don't know.
Is this worth spinning for? I'm not that passionate about it. I'll give you a rubbish on this one.
There we go.
This isn't worth getting my blood pressure up about.
Yeah.
0405. I don't know how to feel, because it's kind of like, it's this gradient that I do kind of think works. I'm not mad at it. I just think the pattern is just odd for me. I kind of just want to say decent, because like I don't think it's rubbish, but I don't think I would wear this out. Like if I saw this, let me see it.
Enlarge that young Kaká photo right there. Let's see this. All right, so on field, this actually does not look that bad when you're wearing it with the full kit. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm still kind of whatever with like in this one. I'm still kind of meh about it.
You said decent?
I think it's decent.
I agree. I think it's decent.
This is actually pretty clean. Yeah, wear it out. This is pretty clean. It's very similar to the last one. I kind of like the Adidas stripes kind of run off there. They kind of end.
Yeah, they kind of make it pointy. Like I kind of like that. It's kind of cool.
This is a wear it out for me. I like this gold. I think this gold works here.
I think so too.
I'm very particular about when they go with this weird metallic. Kind of the metallic material, but I think it plays here. They did the spiky Adidas stripes. These are also like kind of like the cutoff sleeves a little bit. Like you can tell they're almost sort of like not cropped. It's just like the style of the
They're
template.
like an angle. It's like an angled one, yeah, which isn't bad. I like this. I'm fine with this in a wear it out.
This is a clean kit.
So moving on to 0506. Again, a little change in the sponsorship, just kind of again promoting another new
Another new
vehicle.
SUV. New SUV.
Was it another SUV?
It's another SUV.
Okay. I'm feeling like a low wear it out. The side paneling, the template here from Adidas is a little janky. It does this weird like loop thing around like the shoulders, and then it kind of like slims down at the waist, so it kind of cuts the stripes. I don't know why. I feel like this fits perfectly in like that mid 2000s like fashion style. So like with some kind of baggy jeans, like I feel like it works for some reason.
This kit is a perfect wear it out. This is like a model wear it out. It's exactly where it needs to be with that. I kind of like what they did here with the cutoff with the hoops personally, and I'm not mad. I remember this Adidas template just from past episodes. So it's nice to see they kind of like did their own little touch on it. It seems. I don't think any of the other ones had the collar. AC Milan doing the collar is also just always a play for me. I love they almost rarely miss when they add a collar to the home kit. I mean, you wear this now with some jeans, and you're still gonna get a compliment or two.
Yeah,
This is a perfect wear it out.
Yeah, you still get some eyes be like, ooh, that's a good kit right there.
This one is decent. It does almost everything the other ones do. It's just
I was going to say this is wear it out actually. I like this. This is quintessential, like a nice, better, like a nice AC Milan away kit.
I'll go with like a low wear out. For me, it's just the most meh version of the good versions of this kit. I've seen a couple variations of this, and I think this is on the lower echelon of those.
The collar's nice. The interchanging Adidas stripes again.
It's just a little too plain for me. That's why I want to put it decent. Like the other ones, I feel like just had a little more touch to it, where this is just like.
I don't know. I think it's low wear it out.
I think this is also wear it out. I think this is like a low wear it out too. Like this is another one. Like it's just when they do I don't mind when they do black and red. It's just like you can't have this be red too. You need to kind of balance it out a little bit.
06, 07. This is a definite absolute class right here. Our first absolute class. They win the Champions League final. They get their revenge against Liverpool in Athens. They win their 7th Champions League title. It's their last Champions League title that they have won, so they haven't been back to the final since. Everything about this kit is perfect, from the stripes to the nice gold piping to the collar. Take it away, Manoli.
I mean, there's just so much to say, and we haven't even gotten to the half of it yet. Like, in that final, we have one of my favorite, like, play calls ever when it comes to commentary, when Inzaghi goes and dribbles by the keeper to slot in the what I call the knife. You guys hear him go, Inzaghi! 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 You definitely know he was an AC Milan fan, the way this man is just screaming his heart out. Yes. And then, like, the top, like, you're just looking at this team also. When you look at this team on paper, it looks like someone's, like, fantasy lineup. How good this team was. Maldini, Pirlo, Kaká, Seedorf, Inzaghi, like it's just so many players.
Yes,
it's just such a stacked. Like I'm like Nesta, like I'm forgetting players, and they're all like icons.
And Kaká too. Kaká, I think this was the year, this calendar, this season was when he won his Ballon d'Or. I remember there's like on their way to the Champions League final, they had this like instant classic matchup against Manchester United, and there's a beautiful like goal, not beautiful goal, but it's a chaotic goal in a sense, where like two of United defenders collide into each other, and freaking Kaká just does a simple elegance, like dribbling past United's goalkeeper and slots it in, like on their way to the final. I think that happened in like the quarterfinals, but still. But let's move on to the away kit, because the away kit is where is the kit they actually won the Champions League final in. And I say this is also absolute class. This is like this is like, I think, my favorite Adidas template, because I feel so nostalgic about 2006, because that was obviously a World Cup year, and that's kind of where they built this whole template. And it just works for every Adidas team that had this template.
I think this might be their best away kit, like across the board in history. This is one of the most iconic kits. I feel like when you go to like, we just went to AC Milan and City, I saw no less than 20 people wearing a variation of this kit. Like I saw so many, I was almost counting them, and they all look great. Everyone looks good at it. It's just, they do everything right. They keep all the details. They do the alternating colors on the stripes, the little lines going down with the template work. It's amazing. Also, we didn't even mention it. B-Win, new sponsor. Opal is out.
Yeah, I mean, and know what? B-Win kind of like, we're not like the biggest gambling sponsor guys. The B-Win's kind of, it worked. It was kind of, it's nice. It's simple.
I'm gonna be real. This one, I'm going to keep it straight with you. It is decent.
Yeah, it is decent.
This one doesn't hit as hard.
We really just care about the home and away. The home and away.
No one talks about this. We are talking home and away. Okay,
yeah,
cool.
But this works. I like it. The gold trim, gold piping with the template still works. But it's yeah, decent.
I gotta drop a clean 20 pounds so I can get into that kit, man. So 07, 08, couple good and a couple meth. It's kind of like a mixed bag on this one. Because we get a little bit of a hangover, the Champions League hangover. They finished 5th this year.
They sold Shevchenko. They do bring in Ronaldo. But this is like...
This is a battered and beaten Ronaldo.
This is like Ronaldo where like there's no cartilage left in the knee. It's just bone on bone. He's at the end of the road here.
Unfortunately, though, this kit, I am like teetering and putting this in rubbish.
I'm not opposed. The template does not work here. It's like they forgot that there was like another half of the shirt that they forgot to put the stripes on.
It looks awkward. The B-Win looks bad on this, which is hilarious considering we just said, we were saying like singing their praises, giving them their flowers, how B-Win is a great sponsor. They do them dirty here. Yeah. I want to say this is rubbish. I don't like this. Like, I would not buy this kit. If I saw someone wearing it, I'd be like, meh. It's kind of a meh kit for if you're an AC Milan guy or even a vintage kit collector. This is not the one you want to be collecting.
Yeah, that's not it. I'm not opposed to putting in rubbish.
This is decent. This one play. It's just.
I also like. All right. I'll put this one in decent.
They all look the same. They need something to make them.
You're fair. Different. That's fair.
Like that's
fair.
My thing with it. This one is absolutely worse than the one that you fought me to put in. Wear it out.
Yeah, I mean it's a little. Yeah, I look. There's no harm, no foul here.
This is decent as well.
Yeah, this is decent. This is just This is template. It's. Just,
I don't love the yellow dot there. I don't know why they insisted on doing that, but whatever.
I don't mind the yellow dot. I think I don't like the red clavicle bone freaking piping there. using my biology.
The wide neck with the thin collar also looks a little awkward. Mm-hmm. It's fine. It's fine.
Now we're moving on to 08, 09 here. So fun. So another iconic Brazilian, freaking Ronaldinho.
This is, and we get a.
You got to do the clipping with that. He does it.
Okay.
There's an iconic clip of him like that. But anyway, so 0809, iconic Ronaldinho joins from Barcelona. So Barcelona's like, hey, we got this Messi kid now. You were like the face of it for 3 years. Punch you, kick you out, go to AC Milan. But still, this is like Ronaldinho still having fun. He's still Jogo Bonito Ronaldinho.
It's not just that, they also on loan. In these 3 years, they get a couple of older veterans, but iconic players nonetheless, between Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, and then on loan, we get Mr. David Beckham.
Yeah, David Beckham joined.
From David Galaxy, from LA Galaxy.
From
David Galaxy. They should have changed the name when he went there.
Oh my god, that should have been part of his contract.
Landon Donovan would have had an aneurysm if they changed the name to David Galaxy.
I'd say wear it out.
Yeah, I think this is a clean wear it out.
Again, it's another wear it out for me, but
I'll put this one. I like this one a little more. I can put this one in like a lower wear it out. Like I'm a little. I seem to like this one a little more. I think this. They just all look the same.
We're really like splitting hairs here. Like, I mean, we're splitting.
We have to. Like, we can just drop in this and wear it out every single time. Like, it's. Because I don't feel that strongly about it. That's the problem.
And so is this one. This is actually a wear it out too.
It's decent. I don't know, man. It's hard. I'm telling. It's just hard because like I look at all of it. And I'm just like it's the same goddamn kit every year.
It is. Oh my god. But but it's nice though. It's not bad. All right. So moving on to 2009, 2010. So funny enough, David Beckham joins twice on loan to AC Milan because this was like a way of him to try to stay like competitively and active in like European football while trying to get a like last second like World Cup spot. I think this is a beauty. I like
Easily.
this one. I love this one a lot. The white collar really works here. The stripes are nice and symmetrical and work. I like the black. I feel like always like some of them have been more of like a red base, and then it's the stripes that are really the black. I don't know if you could tell that sometimes, but this one I like that the black is more of the base than the red.
I'm going to be real with you. I want to put this in class. This is like one of my favorite AC Milan kits. I think it's one of their cleanest designs between everything you said and then add in the white collar with like this nice overlapping design here with the red shirt. This is such a gorgeous kit. I've kept my eyes on David Beckham, this specific AC Milan kit with David Beckham for years and thought about pulling the trigger. This is a gorgeous kit.
There's a classic like football memories pick of David Beckham, Pirlo, and Ronaldinho all deciding who's going to take a free kick, and it was like, like once upon a time in Milan.
Who would you pick at that time? Who would you pick to take a free kick?
At that time,
I think I know who I'm picking, but I'm curious who you would.
You would pick Pirlo, I bet, right?
It is a bit of a toss up, but if I had to pick, I think I'm going Pirlo.
I'm still putting. I'm not trying to be like a United homer, but I still put Beckham.
I'm close with that. Ronaldinho is third. It
all depends.
I'm very close to picking Beckham, and I almost want to.
I think it all depends upon the angle. Where if we are, it's like there's some of them that are like, oh, Ronaldinho's better at this spot, or Pirlo's better in this angle. But then there's like this beautiful curler one, like, that's a Beckham one right there. I don't know. It's, pick your poison, but
it is like, it's one of my favorite pictures. It's awesome. Like, even there, it's like, fuck, who takes this?
Yeah, like.
Well, no, they're all like, I'm taking it, but.
Yeah.
This is a high wear it out. Do you know why?
Yeah.
Let me tell you why.
All right, tell me. Break it down for me.
Just the little bit of red on the sleeve. It just adds a little more to a kit. It adds, and honestly with the collar too.
I thought you were going to go with the collar, but okay.
No, because it just adds just the slightest detail that every other goddamn kid over the last decade has been missing. It's just the little things. That's all I've been asking for. Just something to make it look different from the 5 years prior.
Decent.
Yeah, that's fine. Cool. Thanks. I'm not arguing. Dude, they just all look the same. So 2010, 2011, they come back and win a Scudetto. I'm going to go beauty on this because I probably would have put this in weird out.
Yeah,
I'm willing to bump it up because of that.
I would say I put it up. I put it up in class. I like this a lot. Also, we have a new sponsorship. We say goodbye to B-Win, which wasn't bad. I don't think B-Win was bad. And I fly Emirates, nice and classy. I also love it because in this kid, freaking my boy Zlatan Ibrahimovic joins. He leaves Well, it was first on loan.
He was on loan this year. Yeah.
Yeah, he's on loan, but he comes back the next year permanently. He leaves Barcelona because he fucking hates Pep. Don't blame the guy. I wouldn't like him either. Guy's a maniac. Anyway, I like the shoulder paneling works. I just like the two single black bars coming down, and obviously the 3 red stripes. I like it. I either like multiple stripes or like 5 stripes.
Do you know what I really noticed with this year's kit specifically? And it's funny, like once we hit the 2010s, I do tend to notice this with a lot of kits. I feel like it is a very distinct turning point for a lot of teams where their kits go from looking very like, I don't want to say like vintage, but kind of like an older style to like what feels like a very modern take. Like it feels like we almost jumped like half a decade.
The materials, the materials change. Yeah.
Like this, like the difference between this year's home kit and last year's feels like it's longer than just a year. Like you could have dropped last year's home kit in like 2001 and I would have believed that was from that year.
Yeah.
Where this just very much screams like a more modern day kit.
Yeah, and you know what? It's probably, and that's a good point that you bring that up, because I think like from those kits from the mid 2000s, I think that material was a little bit still heavy for the time and the sweat would weigh. And now this is more of the sweat wicking like materials, I think, start to get more interwoven with the kits, so that way they're not as heavy and it's not as weighing down on you. So, this is a wear it out for me.
This is a beauty for me. This is like their
Really?
best
Okay.
outing. I think this is like one of their best outings.
All right. My only thing is like I don't like how there's a huge block away for the sleeve sponsors or the sleeve patches there. I don't like that. I wish if the stripes continued through, I would beat you at beauty. This is
What? I'll put you wear it out. I agree with you there.
Rubbish.
This is. I was gonna go decent, but
it's rubbish. I don't like what are these little horizontal
bars,
pinstripes? It's
this
stupid.
is a little awkward. The spacing's kind of odd.
It's stupid. It's rubbish. You know it too. Don't even try to defend it.
I don't care enough because it'd be low decent for me. So 2011, 2012, I'm going to go off the rip and put this in a beauty. This is one of my favorite AC Milan kits. When I think AC Milan, this is the first kit I think about.
But I guess it makes sense if that was like what you were watching, or like when you're starting to watch.
Exactly. This is around the first 2 years where I was really getting into soccer and keeping up with a lot of teams. So like it's just like ingrained in my mind, this one. But I do think this is one of their cleaner designs. I love the little detail to add in the green and white on the side to incorporate the full colors of the Italian flag. I think the thinner stripes work. We haven't seen them use really thin stripes like this in a long time.
Yeah. I
mean, it's an awesome kit.
This is the one I think of Alexandra Pato and stuff. Like I think of that particular.
Oh, sure,
yeah. Oh my God. What to talk about
streets. The streets will never forget though. This is another just pretty like easy wear it out. Like
this is I also remember this one a lot.
An easy wear it out. It is funny. Last year's away kit that I actually have is like the most classy version of this kit possible. I think.
This is also a wear it out. I like the Italian flag there too, which is cool. I don't know why they went gold with the badge and the Adidas, but
I almost want to say beauty. I really love this kit. I think this is a really fun design. I like that they incorporate the Italian flag. I actually like the gold details here. I think it looks a lot better than if they went with just the white. I think it
throw it in.
The detail.
Throw it in. You're not fighting. I'm not fighting here. So now moving on to 2012, 2013. I think this is also class. I think this really is nice, really nice. I love the bold white collar. I like the silver kind of tone there, down the black stripes or the piping there. Like, oh, look at that, fucking Balotelli. Oh.
I love this kit. This is another one of those kits where I kind of regret not buying. The one thing that I've noticed, and I've never seen a club do this since, the thick ass collar. This is the thickest collar I've seen.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, since 2012, easily. I don't know why they did it, but I love it. I don't care. Yeah. It's so clean. But God, Balotelli joined this year from City. This kit's awesome. This one's an easy wear it out. I like the bars that they do here to kind of show the sponsor, bring the sponsor up. But I think it works for me. This collar design, I don't know what this is, but I like it. The little
it's kind of
little pattern trim.
Yeah, I don't know. It's cool, and
it adds. It just adds. I think it actually would be a little more plain without it. It adds more detail.
I like how the fly is on the black part and the Emirates on the red part. It's just again,
even dips down a little. I'm gonna be real. I don't like the little doodle Italian flag.
Dude,
I actually am not.
It looks like
the pocket.
It looks like he's about to take like a card out or something. Like, here, you're Italian.
I don't think I can put it in rubbish, but I think it's low decent.
Yeah, low decent's fine.
AC Milan was kind of cooking with home kits these last few years, man. They were just thriving. This is I want to say beauty.
Yeah, I when I think of this kit, I remember Kaká comes back, and I like this a lot. I love the gold stripes, the Adidas stripes. I like the kind of subtle like pinstripe within the red. I put this in beauty. I think this is a beauty.
Yeah. This is a beauty for me. I like the little Italian flag detail they have in the center of the collar. Yeah. Honestly, for me, I'm just not crazy. This just feels like a bit of a deep V-neck. I kind of wish the collar was either like a round or even just like a proper collar. I'm not in love with the deep V, but I think the design still is cool with the detail. And then even here, it's not like a perfect like loop around. They have some detail in there.
Yeah, I think this is also like an interesting. This is like an interesting time in AC Milan's kind of history as well, because the previous, like I think at the previous year they sold Zlatan and they sold Thiago Silva to PSG. I think this is when they were starting to struggle with some financial issues, because this is like some of the after effects from the stock market crash or the real estate market crash in 2008. I remember the Italian teams struggled a lot as a result of that. And you saw a shift in European soccer where the Italian teams were the ones that were spending all the money, and then all the English teams were becoming the ones with the money. And obviously some of the Gulf states were coming into play. So, yeah, just a cool little fun bit. Just a little fun fact for you guys.
Honest, like, wear it out. I kind of like this.
Yeah.
I think this is interesting. I can't tell if I like it fully or not. This like kind of like V design, but the colors just really work. I like the red fly Emirates. The gold on for the Adidas stripes is clean. I mean, a classy kit for a team finishing 8th this year.
Yeah, exactly. I would say, yeah. I like this. I like the V style. It's different. I don't think you saw any other teams really do that.
This, like, for me, I almost would put this in like a high wear it out if it wasn't for the pocket, because like it feels like a ref. At this point, it feels like a ref.
That's what I was going to say. It's like this is like a ref kit, like an Italian ref kit, part of the Calciopoli scandal, right there.
I still want to say this is a low decent. Sorry, low wear it out.
Yeah, I'm between decent and lower. Actually, now I see Balotelli doing the shush. I kind of want to do wear it out.
I'm going wear it out. I'm telling you to shh with the decent allegations. 2014, 2015. This is AC Milan's worst season in a long time. And honestly, like these last, we kind of talked about it before, but like they are just going through it for a couple years now. But fortunately for them, though, they have some banger kits still.
Oh, yeah.
This is a beauty.
Still looking great on the field. Yeah, just what I was talking about in like the last season's kit, where like it's an interesting time because I think they were getting rid of like a lot of their key players due to just financial hard strains on them. But no, I love this kit a lot. I might put this in. Is it bad to put this in class? I kind of like this a lot.
Perfectly happy putting it in class.
I love the different variation of this. Even though there's stripes, I still love the variation, the play on there. It looks very nice. Also, they do the St. George crest again, which is again a nice, lovely touch. And I like the collar too, even with the buttons and everything. Really cool.
This kit's awesome. I completely forgot that Chelsea loaned Fernando Torres to AC Milan this year on a 1-year loan.
Yeah.
But what was crazier was then the next season they bought him and then immediately loaned him out to Atletico Madrid. So I don't know what the deal with all of that was. Maybe it was like an obligation to buy, but then they're like, we don't want him after this.
Yeah, or happened. Something with the coaches. I can't remember. I don't know.
But that's why I forgot Fernando Torres played. It was only 10 games, but did score once. But yeah, this is no class, easy. Class. I'm perfectly happy meeting you there. I'm willing to also put this in class. I think this is a really clean away kit.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the key thing here is the crest. The crest is a circular emblem with the 3D stripes, and it's supposed to celebrate AC Milan's new club headquarters, Casa Milan. It's really cool. I kind of wish they used it a little bit more because it's really unique. I think so. I'm not opposed to putting this in class. It might be a little controversial for the viewers, but maybe we're not so wrong about this. I don't know. Put it in class.
No. This is rubbish.
Yeah, I think I actually remember this one. They did this one because there was more of a celebration of like a lot of the Brazilian like connection to Brazilian players that have come through the ranks and played for AC Milan. So it was kind of a way to commemorate that. So that's why it looks like a Brazil kit.
It's funny because like I see it
I put it in decent. I don't think it's that bad. I see this and I think Chiquita Banana. That's why. Like I feel like this. I just see bananas. 15, 16, and they're still getting some banger kits in. Man, this is so clean. Yeah, this is the deeper tones with the red. I'd say this is more of a beauty. I think the kit prior was better. I like the darker tones are nice. And I still like that they're using the St. George flag. Back-to-back years, which I was like, oh, are they saying goodbye to their regular crest? Because I thought the regular crest was pretty good too. But
I remember thinking the same thing. I do think it's interesting. I think the only thing I'm kind of whatever about is the gray stripes. I think they could have done something different, but I don't hate it either. I guess there's probably a better. I feel like there's just a better color choice you could have gone. I think because white would have been better.
No, I think this works because I feel like they're like how you were saying like it's the same thing over and over again. Why not change the stripes a little bit? Change the stripes.
Listen, it's still beauty to me. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it still works.
Me, I can see the appeal. This for me is decent because I don't even think I would wear it out. I think it does. I think it's fine. I don't hate the design. I kind of like the pattern we have going on here in the middle for the sponsor border.
Yeah, it's the bar going across the middle that I'm like, I think at this point it was like something where it's like you've seen this not on just AC Milan kits, but you've seen this like from other teams employ that same design, and I think you're like, it's kind of tired and it's like doesn't really do anything for me. I think this is again kind of a similar play on last year, but just reverse.
I like it more than last year's.
Yeah, I
it's
agree.
still decent, like it's like one step above, but
yeah.
2016, 2017, they finished 6th this year, and honestly, this one is a tougher showing than their previous years.
Yeah.
Adidas, this is when Adidas is doing the weird armpit down the sides for their stripes, which I wasn't really a fan of.
It worked on some teams. It didn't work on other teams.
I don't love the little digi design, like the kind of like it looks like sound bars on the bottom here, like
it's
the draw.
It's a digi gradient, and we know how we feel about gradients. I might put it in rubbish. I don't think
honestly. I'll throw it in rubbish with you. I'm not even that mad about it. I don't like that it cuts off on the sleeves.
This is a Real Madrid kit from a few years back, and they just ripped off the Real Madrid badge, and they put on.
That's crazy that you just said that.
They put on the AC Milan. You're going to tell me I'm wrong?
No,
they had some leftover. They had some leftover ones, and they're like, "Oh, here you go."
I'm still sticking with this is a beauty.
Put it and wear it out. I mean, this is
so clean.
I know it's clean, but they fucking came in 6th.
This is rubbish.
That is rubbish. I don't like this.
I will say this is dreadful, actually. We don't have a dreadful. This deserves it.
Yeah.
This color's trash. I don't know what these sleeves are. This color is... Like, we're losing the plot when it comes to colors with AC Milan.
Yeah,
we're losing the plot. 2017, 2018, we go back to keeping it simple as fuck. We're going back. We're going back to our roots, baby. Yeah, this is clean. This is a wear it out.
This is wear it out, simple wear it out. I don't mind this. I like it with the white shorts there, paired with the white shorts.
Same with this, like clean. Honestly, the only downside of this one for me is I'm glad they kept the alternating colors, but I don't like the side stripes, and that's Adidas' fault, not AC Milan. Not AC Milan,
scroll down. There you go. See, this is where it works because the stripes go alternately all the way down.
Honestly, I don't hate it now that I'm seeing it on person.
Yeah,
it's a little better. I still think I would have preferred it without. I'll say that.
Are you saying wear it out or
easy? Definitely wear it out.
Easy wear it out. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely wear it out.
Rubbish.
Yeah, I'm cool with it.
It's this stupid arrow thing. I'm like, what the fuck? I
don't know what
that?
This. It looks like the thing Sonic the Hedgehog runs over when he needs a speed boost.
Bip, bip, bip. And now, starting into 2018, 2019, we say goodbye to Adidas. I think Adidas and AC Milan it was a really good partnership. I felt like you definitely, obviously we got some bangers, real good bangers, and there's some really highs of highs that they accomplished with Adidas. I wonder if Adidas is like, hey, is there like a team that you kind of wish you had back? I wonder if AC Milan's one of them. But anyway, we're moving on to Puma here. Puma comes in as the new kit sponsor, not a kit sponsor, kit producer. I would say this might be a beauty. I like this actually. I like this one a lot. I like the stripes. I liked how the sleeves are more rounded. Like the black kind of comes a little rounded.
It's beauty, or it's a low beauty, high wear it out. I'm almost wanting to put it in a high wear it out, but I am like, once again, like I'm not gonna argue. Like I can see why you want to put this in the beauty. Like, it has the boat. Something just feels weird. I think it's with Puma. Sometimes they do this thing where they put the crest, the crest and the kit manufacturer a little bit higher here on the shoulders. Mm-hmm. I've seen Kappa do this as well, and I think that's what's throwing me off. Mm-hmm. I'm willing to put this in a low beauty spot though, if you'd like. Yeah,
put it in the low beauty. Why not?
This is decent. It's fine. I'm pretty whatever about it. I don't think it's rubbish, but like I don't think it's. This is low.
This is low decent. This is the bullshit where you're like Puma's good, then they give you this shit, and I'm like, why do you think Puma's good?
It's one of those things. I don't think it's bad, but I would never wear it out.
It's like a dry erase marker drawn across.
A little, yeah.
Yeah.
This is rough. This is dreadful.
Actually, it's dreadful. See, again,
this is
some of that shit that Puma was doing, and I'm like, this is what sticks in my head when I think of Puma. So moving on to 1920 here. So again, second season with Puma, and the likes of key players, I think, for this next kind of new era, you could say, of AC Milan. Theo Hernandez.
Like, that was a fun player. He's been one of my favorite players in the last couple of years. Just like, guy's just a baller.
Yeah, he's a guy that's like one of the players that, you know, he can beat somebody off the dribble and he can blow past people too. I like this. So to talk about this kid in particular, again, like I mentioned earlier, I love it when they use multiple like thin stripes. I think it's a look that really pops here. So I want to play a little game here because they also have like a special anniversary kit as a fourth kit, which is basically copy and paste, but it's a little bit different. It's just slightly different. So let's show it there. It's the same kit, but gold. Do we like it with the white or do we like it with the gold? Because I feel like you kind of, if you're going to say one is better than the other, you gotta. I feel like they have to be the same.
I think the gold is objectively better.
And this is celebrating the 120th anniversary of the team as well. So that's why we're doing it. And that's kind of why they did the thin stripes as well, because I think the original was also thin stripes.
Yeah. For me, these are both in the wear it out tier. That's where I'm putting it.
All right, wear it out's good. I don't mind wear it out.
This is, honestly,
decent.
I'm going to see, like, I almost want to put it rubbish. This is so plain.
The only difference is they do one stripe red and the other stripe black. You can't really see it at this angle.
It's just like,
low
so whatever.
decent.
I'll go low decent. It's just, because it's like, it is inoffensive. This is just like this is like their lamest outing yet, I think, for the away kit.
I think this is
I'm going to go, I was going to go dreadful.
All right, Dreadful's a little. I'll meet you at rubbish. I'm going a little
gung ho with the Dreadfuls recently. This is a minimum rubbish though. This is not bueno. This design stinks. Unfortunately, after that speech, this is another one of those years where I don't think Puma pays off. This is like decent. It's fine. It's weird. I don't love the pattern they're going for. I see the inspiration behind it, but like, really, we're basing kits off their oldest shopping malls.
Well, it's an iconic. I don't think you know to understand that's
I know. I'm joking.
Wait. That's like an iconic.
Super joking. I'm joking.
Get out of here. Get out of here. I'm gonna stand up. All right.
It's just funny because I'm just thinking, like, imagine like, and this Baltimore Ravens kid is based off the historic White Marsh Mall.
The East Point Mall, baby, down in Dundalk.
It opened in 1870. What stores do you think this mall had in 1877? Do you think they had a Hot Topic?
They did.
Do you think they had Annie Ann's?
They actually had a Spencer's.
They had to have.
It was a Spencer's in the corner. Anyway, all right. We're getting off topic.
Back to it. Listen,
I would say
what they're going for. I see what they're going for.
I like the design in the stripes. I feel like
they were almost there. The template's rough. Yeah. That's the problem.
What's this weird ventilation around the clavicle bone here?
I don't like the ventilation. They don't have it go all the way around. This template is what kills it. I think it was there.
You can only meet me at a decent. I can't put it past a decent. What in God's great earth is this shit? What is this? What the fuck? This is by the architect.
Inspired by the Mudec Museum of Cultures in Milan.
This is dreadful. I don't care.
Listen, I'm saying this. I see the vision. When you look it up, I'll throw up an image of this place. I see the vision.
It is borderline. I'm almost willing to put. I don't care if it's a museum.
Dunk on it.
Let's fucking put it in dreadful, baby. This is some ugly ass shit. I don't care what you think. There's gradients in here. We can't stand gradients. Get that out of here. And now also this kit too. This is ass. They do a little houndstooth. What is this? Bears Bryant, Alabama football using this crap. The color's fine. Rubbish.
This is gonna be a rough one. 21-22, I'm going to be real with you here. They are so fucking lucky they won a Scudetto. Because, God almighty, this would have been low decent. Hey. The highest I'm putting this is wear it out.
I'll do it to wear it out. Because this... What is this huge ass neck?
It just looks cheap. It looks like they cut off what should have been a normal collar.
It looks like it's too big. That's what I'm saying. It's way too big. That's what I don't like about it.
The stripes are also very awkward. I don't know what's...
And they do this little stupid side panel crap that I don't like either.
It's symmetrical, I just realized, but it doesn't look it in this picture. It's like this symmetrical striping, but it doesn't work. It looks awkward. This is decent. I have nothing to say. I think the colors, I think it's fine. The
template here is okay. This looks more like a training top, but put this in fucking
dreadful.
Wicked and dreadful.
This is dreadful, but we're just gonna scoot. I don't even want to talk about this. We've talked about this template sucks. Puma did this with all of their kits, and it sucked with all of them.
They did it with Dortmund. They did it with the City. We don't need to talk.
It sucks. I don't want to talk about it. This fourth kit, though, I would really like to sink my teeth into.
I'll let you go because I went off on the other ones. You can go with this one.
This is so fucking crazy. I don't care if it's a fourth kit. They may have worn this twice. I don't care how many times. Who thought this was a funny, good idea? It looks like they had the kit. This home kit, this would have been a better home kit design than the home kit they went with. And it looks like it's like you dipped it in like white paint or paint thinner just to get rid of it. This fucking stinks. Dude, it's dog shit. This is crazy. All right, listen. This isn't the best, but we are seeing a bit of a return to form after a rough couple Puma years.
I say this is decent. I like the box. The box kind of works for me. I feel like that's kind of cool. It was different. I think that's why I like it.
On person, I like it a little more. It's still decent. This actually, I think this is a weird out. This feels like take this and drop it into 2005, and I think it plays. I like this. I know you're weird about the bars. I like it here. I
don't know if it's. I don't have the energy. I don't have the energy. I don't think it's a weird out. I think it's decent. It's high decent. You can give me high decent.
Listen to me. This is I'm gonna give you my case, and then if you won't accept it, then we're spinning for it.
All right.
It's not just plain. It is the black. It's black and red stripes going all the way across. I think these are very minimal and classy. It gives a nice little frame for the sponsor, and I love the little triple action with the patch in the middle there.
That's fine. I still want to spin for it.
We have to get one in.
Just one in.
Oh wow, you got one. How does it feel? Does it feel good?
I feel relieved. I feel actually good.
Kind of rubbish. I don't like the green. This feels weird. I need to like be careful when I say this because I feel like I get hypocritical because I think third kit should be weird. This just kind of feels like it's too army for me.
Yeah, it's too I mean, I see what you're saying with the military green color.
I'll go decent.
Low decent. Just put it low decent.
It's low decent. This isn't rubbish. I'm getting ahead of myself there, but this is rubbish.
This is better than the last one, but it's all right. I kind of, in a way, I kind of like the gold accents, but
it's just so much going on. This is kind of sick.
Yeah.
This little setup they do here is kind of sick. On person, it looks a little better. I'll go decent.
It's decent for me. I think it's better than what they did before. This past season, 23-24, Christian Pulisic has a rebound year. The American joins, and he had a good year. And another American international, Yunus Musa, also comes in. So the American coalition out in Milan. I think last year I looked at that kid and I was like, ooh, I kind of like this kid. Then as the season went on, I kind of didn't like it as much anymore.
You and me are on the same page. It's exact thoughts. No additions. Like it's a low weared out, high decent for me, but I would put it more in the weird. I'm the opposite of you though. I actually didn't like this at the beginning of last season, and it grew on me. But it's still I think there's just a lot better ones. But I think this is actually kind of like a decent, intricate little design here that I think plays a little better. This is absolute class. This just feels like a fashion piece. More than a soccer kit. The colors work. The stripe adds a nice design, but this is Milan. I love the pattern, the underlying pattern there. I'm sticking to my guns here.
You're convincing me here. I will agree with you with class. I was going to say beauty. I think this is a beauty at the bare minimum, but
now AC Milan's third kit this year. This is what I'm talking about. When I said they are high risk, high reward gambles. This is a beauty. This is their best third kit they've had. I fucking love this kit. It's all the colors work. This pastel weird design.
We're spinning for it.
What do you think it is?
I think it's a wear it out. I don't think it's a beauty.
I'm not arguing with. I don't think it's a bad take from you. I just loved it. Like this is just such a bright pop of color, but I think it works. The
colors.
I like it's a bit diamondy. It's a little pointy. Yeah, I don't know. The monochromatic badge gets me. I love that kit, man. Buying that kit's one of my best choices. Come on. Little more! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Yeah, look, it doesn't look bad on you. It's a good wear it out.
Oh God, this is
class. This is class.
This is class, man.
This is class.
Dude, that's the most pumped I've been for a wheel win. I'm not gonna lie to you. All right, and now we are caught up to the modern day 2024-25. Give me 1 second. And we're back, baby. This is a beauty for me.
Yeah, this is really clean. The red and the black really pop, and the white collar and sleeves are what helps this the most. And there's also like the little design. I don't know what it says in the middle of the stripes here.
The white, it's funny. You don't see them do it often. But the white collar, just a nice plain white collar and sleeve trim, it's insane how much it does for these kits. And this is, I've been waiting for a good AC Milan home kit to get in the last, like, I'd say like while, honestly. This one, though, the second I saw it, I'm like, you're probably coming home with me.
Very clean. Very,
it's kind of like...
Very demure.
Very demure, very mindful. It is a bit simple.
Wear it
kind
out.
of like my complaint from the other ones. Yeah, wear it out. It's honestly, do you know what the biggest thing for me is though with this that I think really just helps it pop? The badge. You guess you get me, man. Decent, low decent.
High decent. I would say high decent.
You're going high decent?
I don't mind the colors here. I actually like the colors. I
feel like I won't see anyone wearing this out.
Yeah, this is like a very
someone wearing this out.
It's like a very forgettable kit.
This is the 125th anniversary kit of your Milan Football Club and Cricket Club. That is actually pretty cool.
Because
including the cricket club's cool.
And that's how they were founded.
To go back to the beginning, displaying the 1899, 1907. Yeah, there's a high wear it out actually.
Yeah.
This is like a cool piece to get.
We are finished with AC Milan. Thoughts, Manoli? I think now that we did our Inter video is out, how do you think? Which one do you think did better? I think Inter actually might have had better kits than AC Milan.
I think AC Milan had a couple more kits that I liked more than Inter's, but Inter was so fucking consistent, and none of their decents were even like a thought. Like, it was like, you are a high decent. And here we've definitely seen some of my absolute favorite kits that we've reviewed after 12, 13 episodes we've done this far.
Yeah, I think I agree with, there's some of these kits that I really do enjoy and really like. There's a lot of copy and paste throughout the years, and I think it kind of gets a little boring after a while. This is still a good outing.
This is a fantastic outing, I'd say. This is like one of the better ones for sure. Still, I think Inter's just had the best so far.
I think Inter had the best. This might be like second or third.
AC Milan, I'd say the Milans and like Real Madrid and Barcelona, like when we'll be getting to them, there's a couple teams where their just specific style of kit is so iconic.
Yeah.
Like, you know it immediately. There's no confusion, and AC Milan's one of those teams.
Yep.
This is a fun one. I'm
Yeah.
Pleasantly surprised at how good a lot of their kits are. Yeah, this is a fun episode. Pleasantly surprised with a lot of the kits. Some absolute gorgeous ones. Of course, some ones that are going to be going on my wish list. Thank you all so much for joining us. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Get out of here. Get out of here. We're done here.
Yeah, skedaddle.